Hello, and welcome to my channel, Big Speaker Talking Facts TV. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell if you're rocking with me. And every time I come with news you can use, you will know. Anything that is discussed on this channel is for educational, entertainment, fair use purposes, research, and allegedly. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the death of Dr. Sebi. Now, it's been a lot of suspicion around his death, and so we will get off into that and many other things. And you can make a conclusion from that and then let me know in the comment section. But we're going to start off with Dr. Sebi. He was born in Honduras. He was born November 26, 1933, and that was in August 6th of 2016 that he was deceased mysteriously. Now, he was known to be a natural herbalist and healer. I mean, he would teach those that God put all the natural healers on earth to help us and avoid health problems, to help us live longer lives that are healthier. The gain from the interest of many, including celebrities, which put the spotlight on him, also could be the very reason he passed, with lots of speculations around his death. The big pharmaceutical companies see anyone as a natural herbalist or healer as their enemy, because the people would no longer need their medication that give more side effects than cures. They see us as a people as an open wallet, due to most medication causing us to have more problems. And so that's bringing in more money for the pharmaceutical companies, even into the billions. And taking the medications from the pharmaceutical companies is not healthy at all. Not to say that we don't need a pill, but you don't need a pill for everything. There are some things that pharmaceutical companies make that are actually good, but the majority is not good. And that's so unfortunate, because that's just the way it's set up by our leaders. And, the same billionaires that own the big pharmaceutical companies, they own the media outlets where they promote the drugs through the rappers and whomever. And they're the drugs that the pharmaceutical companies create. And that brings in more money, because then you're getting the people on the drugs that the pharmaceutical companies make. Now, remind you, the FDA passed many foods that we should not eat if we want to be healthy people. And it even brings more problems, And that's a way of pushing their sick, sinister agendas onto the people, and the people not know. You got celebrities like Erykah Badu, Michael Jackson, Cedric the Entertainer, Lisa Left Eye, and many more, which is why the pharmaceutical companies had to silence people like Dr. Sebi and any other natural healers or herbalists. They are considered a big threat because of the fact that the money that they won't be making from the people by taking the natural herbs that God, our highest creator, put here for us. They would lose millions. And with that, anyone that is a threat to them they will silence you in some shape, form, or fashion, which is exactly why Dr. Sebi was took to court 3 times, 2 of the cases dismissed, advising Dr. Sebi not to practice because he did not have a license to practice medicine or herbs. And that's so unfortunate because, going to college, getting these certificates, getting these, different diplomas and all that stuff, that's a whole nother story that we will get into next time I bring a video to you. We will touch on that. But he went to court 3 times. 2 cases dropped and told not to study medicine because he wasn't a doctor. And once Dr. Sebi got back home in his hometown in Honduras, the police ran into Dr. Sebi's home, making accusations, stating he had money and he was money laundering, and you just named it. Took this man to jail. He waited for trial for 3 weeks. And all of a sudden, he gets sick. And on the way to the hospital, died in the ambulance. Now, there's been many other speculations around people that dealt with Dr. Sebi that were celebrities, as I told you, like the suspicious death of Lisa Left Eye in Honduras. And it's still speculations around that, because she was a big herbalist and followed Dr. Sebi and his teachings. And, it's just so unfortunate that you can't even live a natural life here on earth anymore without suffering in some shape, form, or fashion because of our leaders. We even got suspicion around Nipsey's death because he was a big follower of Dr. Sebi and had spoke on doing a documentary. And then out of nowhere, at the age of 33 years old, surrounded by many, a man he knew that was known to be a snitch just come up in this big crowd of people and kill Nipsey. Now, this is still suspicious, and you never know who they send to do what, or what type of ritual, or what they have put on them to make them do so. But even though Nipsey Hussle did not get to do the documentary, Nick Cannon said that he would take on Nipsey Hussle's dream of the documentary on Dr. Sebi. Well, Nick Cannon did do a trailer, and there's nothing else been put out about Dr. Sebi from Nick Cannon. Now, I'm going to remind you that Nick Cannon also was counseled just by one statement he made on Wilding Out. He was counseled and didn't even want to be here on this earth. He put this on social media. Now, that right there speaks volumes. And as I've told you, they own the media outlets, the same people that own the pharmaceutical companies. And it's been said once again that, Dr. Sebi's documentaries or any teachings on with Dr. Sebi has brought bad things to those that, still believe in his teachings. Even though it's been proven that Dr. Sebi healed many, he still was jailed. And, that's just so unfortunate. But, this is the world that we're living in. And, he's not the only herbalist to, mysteriously die of some unknown reasons. But these herbalists, whether people know it or not, the pharmaceutical companies and people that work with them, they threaten these herbalists and healers. They get death threats, they get all types of stuff. And then it actually ends up happening. And it's always never homicide. You know, it's either, oh, they committed suicide, or oh, this or that, which is, the way that they do it to cover it for themselves. So that's why you must stay aware of your world leaders and their followers who worship Lucifer as their God, while we, the people of the world, majority of us, worship our Creator that put all that we need here on earth for us, but nearly destroyed due to sick satanic agendas. The information I have shared with you guys is a big problem of why the people must see our world leaders for who they really are and get knowledge to help save our life. Because that is the big fight right now. Saving our lives. We're fighting to live because of our world leaders and their satanic agendas. And just so many have been lost. And it's just got a whole spiritual war going. And, while some are suffering, some are being exposed also. So, with that being said, be good to those, because that's how you want to be treated, I would assume. And try and spread the word about anything you hear that is good for our people in this world. Because I've told you before, knowledge is power. And power is how they have controlled our culture and this whole world. So we must get our power, because we have a small group of people controlling the whole world. Please let me know how you feel about the things that I have discussed with you below in the comment section. And if you're rocking with me, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell. And thank you very much for watching my video. Please stay tuned, as I will always bring news you can use. It's the Big Speaker Talking Facts. I appreciate you once again, and you guys stay safe out there. And make sure you get that knowledge so you can get that power and do what you got to do. Stay safe. I'm out.